this your boy Simon One Punch Car, Mr. Everywhere when you never there. Why would I ever care? I'll tell you why. Today, March 9th, B.I.G. Day, man. All around the world, man. Listen, we sitting here reflecting on the Big Papa himself, Frank White, man. Listen, one of the vivid moments I had with Big was in 94. First time meeting Big. First time meeting Big was probably 1994, and it was I believe it was at fucking Club Lumberjack, and Big was performing at song Party and Bullshit. He had like 30 dudes. They was look like the Wu-Tang Clan. He had this lumberjack. He had this scully on. And somebody brought me to him and introduced us. It was like, yo, man, this gonna be the next champ, man. He was like, word? It's like, yeah. And we connected from there. And then shortly after, he was coming back and forth to Philly, like, you know, once a month. You know, doing shows, and each time our relationship was getting bigger and bigger, it was building. And one of the times that stand out, they was doing the show in Philly. They was doing recording the movie, The Show. And I was on 34th and Market. We had all went. It was a big production. And we went. And I never forgot Big performed Warning. He had a big black sweatshirt on with a big B on the front. Puff had a Mecca shirt on. He was performing doing his shit. And I saw him when they, was coming out the stage, and I was like, wow, man, like, that's when I knew, like, he was on, get ready to be on the next level. I mean, before that, we was like building, but I was like, damn, I'm like seeing all the movie cameras and everything. And then when I seen the final project, which was probably a year later, but I'm just talking about that particular night. And I just remember me and a colleague was just kicking it, and we was talking about that night because he was there in attendance. I was there, like, and like, back in like 94, 95, everybody was, they got together and we put our clothes on and we was always fly. So this particular night, me and one of the most flyest dudes that I've said from my section of the city, he had a Versace shirt on, I had a Versace shirt on. I just said, couldn't nobody tell me anything, man. I was like, man, I'm gonna put this Versace shirt on. I got these shoddy glasses on, yellow lenses, and I forgot even the shoes, but this shit, I just like, man, I know I'm gonna kill it. I come in there, and section of the city, one of the most flyest dudes is in there. He damn near had the same outfit. He had a Versace shirt on, some black jeans, and he shot. He's like, oh man, damn, Punk. You know what I mean? We damn near, look identical. We laughed and like, damn, man. Like, so we gotta, break this thing up. So I went backstage. That's when I seen Big in there, man. And I was watching it from the backstage, and there was another time where I had a motorcycle accident, and I got hit by a car, riding a motorcycle, and I was bandaged up. I was in the hospital. When I got out the hospital, I went to see Big, and they was performing at a place called the Red Zone. It was like Memorial Day weekend or something. So I had bandaged on, my hands was bandaged. I had one bottle, of water in my back pocket and a bottle of Percocet. Nobody knew that this was going on. It was like, yo, man, like, yo, this shit crazy. And one of my cousins, he chauffeured me and took me to the show. I said, yo, Big and tell we gotta go see Big. He's like, what? You just getting out the hospital. I was like, yeah, we going over there and see the big homies. Like, all right, cool. We pulled up. You know what I mean? Open the door, I'm banished up. I go back there, I see C's take me back straight right to Big. And damn, what happened, man? Like, you know, they joking on me. Like, damn, guys jumped you or something, man. What happened, champ? I was like, man, I fell off my bike. Every kind of bike, I said, I ride motorcycles like one of the young boys that was riding the bikes first. I said, yeah, I got hit. They're like, oh man, you gotta be safe. Like, yo, you know, I said, yeah, but I wanted to come through and see you. He's like, damn, that's what's up. He like, chill right here. We get ready, you know, tear it down. I was like, bet, that's a bet. I chilled. And I went, you know, when a performance was going on, I went out towards the front. And all these chicks was there. And my sister girlfriend was in the building, and my sisters went to a Catholic school, so she used to hang with these fly girls. One of them was named Jan, and the other one was named Tiff. And another chick, you know, Jada, and another other little girl, they was like, one punch. What you doing? We want you backstage with Big, and then we may get back there. I'm like, oh, well, there ain't nothing up. Come on. She was like, yo, Big wants some girls, bring them back. I brought them backstage, and the rest was history. That Tiff wound up being Charlie Baltimore. So if you don't know who the facts is, that's the facts. You know, I was the connector in that. They wound up, you know, sparking their interest, and the rest was history. You know, I looked up, and next thing you know, Big was coming up to Philly every week, man, kicking it. He back and forth, kicking it. And he was staying in South Philly. Big stayed in South Philly, a spot 4th and Queen. That's where Tiff had just got this apartment. And Big was coming through. Big had just caught the Burgundy Lexus land. And they was coming up every weekend, man. You know, getting the steak from South Street and going down there, man. And C's would call whenever he got in the city. It was like, yo, man, get us one of them steaks with, you know, where the trees at, where the, you know, where the weed at, where everybody at, man. Like, yo, we get together. Kick it from there. And I got one moment that we were all together, and it's a moment that stand out in time to me. It was about 1996, right? And this was the time, and I'll tell you about this particular picture in 96. Big was going in the process of, might have been 95, it was 95. He came, he had just got into a car accident, and he was in the process of doing life after death. And he got into a car accident, and he came up to Philly just to heal. So he was in Philly tucked away, and nobody really even knew it. I was going through Holland, and one particular night he came up. So he came to the show, and you know, I think at this particular time it was coming out like with the Tupac stuff, and Big was just really trying to be outside, you know, out of the city, just to clear his mind and work on an album and everything. And he came to Philly, and we connected. So this particular night, he ain't allowed nobody around him. They had security, but he carried me over, and we was kicking it for about, you know, an hour, like on the side, just talking about the album and what's going on and how he feeling and what's up. And everybody was like, damn, you know, that's One Punch over there, you know, kicking it with Big. Ah! And they didn't even really know that we was like that. We didn't even really know how our relationship was. They just thought, damn, all right. And then when they started seeing, like, our relationship, it was like, damn, that shit is crazy. Like, Big fucks with, you know, One Punch. Like, and this particular night, nobody could get over there. He had us surrounded. And one of my homies, he was at the bar with these chicks. And he like, yo, the chicks like, we want a picture with Big, we want a picture with Big. And he like, yo, my man over there, where Biggie at? He like, right there, he's like, that's my man over there, I can get y'all a picture. I'm like, please, you don't know Big. He like, shh, what? He like, come on. He like, I'm gonna get you a picture with Big, man. And the chicks was like, whatever. You know, he like, yeah, all right. He like, give me 500. Them chicks like, no, I'll give you $100. You give me a picture with Big. The man like, man, come on, that ain't nothing. So he walked over and he was like, yo, Punch. He said there, the security had him like at bay, like, no, you can't come over here. And he like, yo, so me and Big was in a conversation. I heard my man's voice, like, yo, Punch. Like, yo, I looked up, I said, what up? He was like, man. I said, let him through. They like, what? He like, yeah, let him through. I said, Big, they my folks, man, that's my man. So, Big, like, flagged the security, told the security to come through. And when the security came through, this right here happened. You know, a lot of people don't know, so, like, these are real facts of the situation. Like, people talk about a moment in time. This almost equivalent to Michael Jackson, you know, Muhammad Ali, Prince. These are the moments. Michael said B.I.G. was one of his greatest rappers, man, that he ever heard.